recent weeks through the reporting of our investigative team that he's been.
This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois.
Well, first, we want to acknowledge breaking national news at this hour. Former President Donald Trump has been indicted by a Manhattan grand jury. He is the first former president to face criminal charges. Now, there is a lot that is still unknown right now, but our national colleagues at ABC News will have full coverage following our broadcast.
And back to our local coverage tonight, a 19-year-old Waterville man will plead guilty to conspiring to provide materials to support terrorists after reaching a plea agreement with prosecutors. Court records show Xavier Pelkey allegedly conspired with others to conduct a violent attack on a Shia mosque in the Chicago area. Pelkey is also accused of possessing 3 homemade explosive devices that were not registered to him. Pelkey faces up to 15 years in prison on the material support charge. He also faces a maximum fine of $250,000 and lifetime supervision upon release. As part of the plea agreement, prosecutors are dropping the possession of homemade explosive devices charge.
Well, schools in Skowhegan were closed today after a picture surfaced on social media that Skowhegan police say posed an indirect threat of harm at MS-80 54 schools. According to Skowhegan police, there was a picture depicting an individual holding a firearm. The police department has been in contact with the school since last night, and early this morning the decision was made to close school for the day. Chief Bucknam says that as of early this afternoon, the individual involved has taken the initiative to reach out to the police department and will be meeting with detectives regarding that photo.
Maine State Police and the Jay Police Department are investigating an incident that took place on Tuesday. They say shortly before 8 p.m., the Jay Police Department received a report of a robbery at the Label Shopper store in the Jay Plaza. An officer located the vehicle as it was leaving the plaza and attempted a traffic stop. However, the suspect vehicle continued driving north on Main Street. Police say the officer pursued the vehicle into North Jay, where it crashed in the area of the Route 17 and Route 4 intersection. The driver of the vehicle was identified as 33-year-old Vanessa Gordon of Livermore Falls, who police say had a revoked license. She sustained life-threatening injuries. The passenger, 38-year-old Joshua Allen of Farmington, suffered serious injuries. Both were transported via life flight to area hospitals. Maine State Police is handling the crash investigation, while Jay Police are handling that robbery.
Democratic leaders in the Maine legislature are prepared to push through a $9.8 billion 2-year state budget that will ensure there's no government shutdown this summer. Democrats plan to adopt the budget on a majority vote and adjourn the legislative session so the budget will go into effect on July 1st, the start of the new fiscal year. The budget maneuver was prompted by a breakdown in negotiations between the parties. Republicans used their weekly press conference Tuesday to blast Democrats for not considering a new proposal, which they say will reduce income taxes on the state's low and moderate income residents. Democrats said the early budget vote ensures that government will continue operations and provides an opportunity for both parties to work on a supplemental budget to address additional new proposals before they adjourn in June.
The Maine State Chamber of Commerce held its annual business day at the State House inside the Hall of Flags this morning. Our Matthew Juranczyk has the story.
It's an opportunity for us to invite Maine businesses, our members, to come to Augusta and meet and connect with legislators and talk about what's important to them as they run their businesses.
Business leaders from Hannaford Supermarkets, Northern Light Health, and Jackson Laboratory were among those who attended the Maine State Chamber of Commerce's business day at the State House. Opening remarks were given by Maine Chamber of Commerce President Julia Muncy in legislative leadership, highlighting the importance of Maine's businesses.
As I like to say, Maine people are the heart and soul of the state, but Maine businesses are its lifeblood.
Attendees had the opportunity to showcase their businesses on the big stage, with many offering merchandise and demonstrations. Muncy says the event helped strengthen the bond between businesses and policymakers.
It's really about making those connections and for people to have an opportunity to meet one another and to get to know one another and to have those conversations about what's important to each other and to understand each other's perspectives.
Versant Power's lead communications specialist Marissa Miner shared what she learned from talking to legislators.
A lot of people in the southern part of the state aren't even familiar with Versant Power, so we're sharing our service territory and some of the projects that we'll be doing this year.
Poland Spring Community Relations Manager Heather Printup says she enjoys the connections made every year through this event.
We love this day in particular because we are surrounded by so many other great Maine brands, and it's really an opportunity not only for us to engage with the legislators, but us to be able to engage with other businesses as well.
In Augusta, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, the FDA has made a life-saving overdose reversal drug more widely available than ever before. Our David Ledford spoke with Bangor area recovery centers about what that could mean for the community.
I think it's a great idea. I think it should have been done a long time ago.
Narcan, a nasal spray that reverses drug overdoses, can now be sold over the counter. The product is the brand name version of the drug naloxone. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the spray Wednesday, marking the first naloxone product greenlit for use without a prescription. Maine Addiction Recovery Center representatives say that the change is vital for the state.
Naloxone is needed everywhere, and I believe that whether people think that there is a problem out there in our community or not, like there is. I know plenty of people, especially people close to me, who wouldn't be here today and wouldn't be accessing recovery if it wasn't for naloxone.
According to the FDA, there were more than 100,000 reported fatal overdose deaths nationwide in the 12 months leading up to October 2022, primarily driven by synthetic opioids like fentanyl. Some say they hope the change will stop people from driving for hours to get the help they need.
I think it's great, especially those in rural areas that can't get, to centers or to places or even to their doctors to get it.
For others, increasing the availability of the drug is a step towards understanding.
Any reduction in stigma that, results from things being more widely available and more talked about is always a good thing. We want people to know that naloxone is effective and that it's safe and that it's important.
According to the FDA, the approval of the medication will require a change in labeling for generic naloxone nasal sprays. The timeline of availability in stores will be determined by Narcan manufacturer Emergent Biosolutions, which the FDA says may take months. The over-the-counter price for Narcan has yet to be determined. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, you may not have been able to guess it by the temperature and definitely the chilly winds today, but one sure sign of spring did happen, though, opening day for the Red Sox at Fenway Park.
Yeah, it's sure nice to have baseball back. Fans we spoke to today say that they are very hopeful for a better season ahead as opposed to last year. And as always, go Red Sox. Definitely exciting to have baseball back. It really is one of those sure signs of spring. We're finally a little bit into it, so the weather's getting a little bit nicer as opposed to when spring actually comes. Yeah. And a lot of the snow is melting too. So
yeah, you love this. Even though we had a little duster overnight, which may well have been an unwelcome sight for many of us. Nevertheless, that kind of buffers it, if you will.
Yeah, a bit of a chillier day, though, today.
It really was. The wind was a little uncomfortable, in my opinion. Let's get a first check of our forecast and see what else is heading our way.
Hey, Beth and Peter, happy Thursday. Your first weather is brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest for over 7 years. And okay, it's Thursday, which means almost Friday, and it's opening day with temperatures in the 30s today. 38 here in Bangor, 31 from Millinocket. It's a cool one out there with some snow last night. It's now left the area, but more precipitation is on the way. So System 1, that's out of here. See you behind it. A pretty nice day across our region today, but now off to the west of us, there's more. There's a system over here moving our way for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, mostly after sunset tomorrow evening, and then throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday, a good rain event is on the way for us. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies with low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
All right, so it looks like the precip has at least moved out for the rest of the day, which is good news.
Yep, another cool overnight on the way. Thanks so much, Jeff. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll tell you about a new partnership between the Good Shepherd Food Bank and Husson University.
And a community hub in Brooklyn has been sold again. Those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Bucksport Regional Health Center has cared for the community for almost 50 years. We are trusted and compassionate providers. We have also given thousands of COVID-19 vaccines because the COVID-19 vaccine is very safe, very effective, and your best shot at protecting yourself from COVID. Trust us. Trust the vaccine. Protect yourself. Take your shot against COVID-19.
Take your taste buds on a journey and experience the brand new international menu Tuesday through Thursday only at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub. Every Tuesday, enjoy their delicious French cuisine. On Wednesdays, enjoy their memorable Italian delicacies. And every Thursday, be ready for a fiesta with their Mexican favorites. A full 5-course dinner for just $29.95 per person. And don't forget about their all-you-can-eat seafood Fridays. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Sharing a little joy starts with arriving in good spirits. The energizing Mazda CX-5, beautifully designed signature interior. The confidence of available iActive all-wheel drive. Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
Looking for a new work experience? Fox and ABC Bangor are partnering with local employers to feature the best local job opportunities, like this one.
Central Maine Exteriors is a home remodeling contractor specializing in windows, doors, siding, roofing, decks, as well as interior remodels and new construction. We are hiring framing and finishing carpenters. Call 290-2750.
Make the most of your waterfront with a Shoremaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. Shoremaster docks and boat lifts have been the trusted choice for decades. With Shoremaster, you get the expert product knowledge and first-class service you've come to expect from Hammond Lumber. Hammond is the country's largest stocking Shoremaster dealer, so you won't wait to get the dock system you want. Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire with professional service after the sale. Your dream waterfront begins with Shoremaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. With inflation continuing to push prices higher, food is not always a guarantee for many. That's why Husson University is teaming up with the Good Shepherd Food Bank and United Way to provide a pop-up pantry on the Bangor campus. Our Jody Hersey stopped by and shares more.
I personally know from an educator standpoint that if my students are fed well and are supported holistically, they are learning better in that environment.
College students are no different than anyone else when it comes to having to stretch every penny.
It's not just students that live on campus. We're talking commuter students. We're talking about students that do live on campus and looking for ways to stretch their dining dollars further.
Husson University's student government conducted a survey and discovered many who attend classes are struggling with basic needs, from personal hygiene products to peanut butter or pasta.
We try to make sure that there's well-rounded diet, so we do get fresh produce as well as canned vegetables, fruits, starches, grains, and then also we have the ability to provide some fresh proteins as well.
On Thursday, students and staff packaged 60 food pantry boxes inside the Newman Gym for those in need. All the items supplied were either donated or funded by the Good Shepherd Food Bank, United Way, or on-campus organizations as well as alumni and staff. The owner of Catalyst for Changewear, a Husson alum himself, created a Kid from Husson t-shirt, where all the proceeds raised supported the Food Insecurity and Emergency Fund.
The campaign raised over $500 to kind of be that starting pot for some of these pop-ups.
Second-year student Jessica Supoznik says being part of the pop-up pantry at Husson is a great way to give back to her school and her community.
It feels great to be involved, I gotta say. I did switch around my schedule so that I could be here to help out because this is an important thing for college students especially.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News. Well, a store that has served a town for generations is up for sale once again. Our Devin Dagnall has that story.
For over a century and a half, the Brooklyn General Store has served the town of its namesake.
But according to one of the owners, since acquiring and renovating the store in 2016, he and his other partners have decided it's time to pass on the torch.
So we're looking for a new owner or owners to come in and make their mark on it and keep the kitchen going and continue to serve the community for as long as they possibly can.
According to employee Don Sheehan, one of the reasons the store needs to stay open is because it's the only one for miles around.
It's 20 miles to the store in Blue Hill, you know. So, I mean, that's 20 miles, that's a 40-mile trip just to go in and get your milk and bread, you know.
So this store began in 1872, and I'm sure it functioned in a lot of ways then that it does now in providing essentials to the community.
What makes Brooklyn General Store so special is the fact that it's not just another place to get groceries. It's a hub for the entire community.
That's one of my favorite things about this store is even if I don't need anything, I usually stop in just in case. I've got a friend, Ed, who walks his dog Rocket every day. They come in here.
Rocket and I, have a habit of walking 2-3 miles every day. For about 3 years now, we've had a group of friends that get together here to have breakfast and drink coffee.
According to locals, even though the store has been passed from owners to owners and been rebuilt from the ground up, it's always kept the same spirit of community through the generations. Owner Bob Mannheimer says there are a few people already interested in purchasing the store, but if you have any interest, keep your eye out for the listing in the next few days. In Brooklyn, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I think folks in more populated areas really underestimate the importance of those smaller stores because so many people, like they said, live 20 miles away from their store, 30 miles away, sometimes more. The same with healthcare.
Yeah.
And so those little tiny hubs really do serve such an important purpose.
Yeah, and also just as a general meeting spot for
gathering
people.
Spot for neighbors.
Obviously sounds like, that is a very popular destination for so many, and for Rocket there too. So hoping the next owners can keep that spirit alive.
Keep that spirit alive. Here's hoping.
All right, well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, libraries are lending more than just books these days. We'll explain.
And in sports, Hamden Academy boys lacrosse is gearing up for their first season as a varsity program. That story coming up.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally tackle that window project, here it is. Renewal by Anderson's incredible window replacement days. Get all the benefits of Renewal by Anderson's exclusive and easy replacement window process. And save a lot of money while you're at it. An immediate design consultation, exclusive Fibrix composite material windows, and precise installation by highly trained certified master installers. You get it all during Renewal by Anderson's window replacement days. Call Renewal by Anderson today and take advantage of this limited time offer and special financing.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
In Maine, it's always truck season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we are celebrating New Ram Truck Month by carrying the complete line of hard-charging new Ram trucks from light to heavy duty. At Thornton Brothers, you'll find the right truck for cargo space and comfort for those long trips on the road. No matter what Maine throws at you, our trucks have you covered. So come on over and test drive any of our award-winning new Ram trucks at Thornton Brothers, 125 Main Street, Lincoln. Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start out on the turf. Hamden Academy made some history this week as they rolled out varsity boys lacrosse for the first time ever.
It's the best thing in the world. You know, we've been a club team for 2 years, and we're finally able to get on the turf.
It's been a long time coming.
I think it finally gives some of us that have been playing our whole lives some recognition. We've been fighting for this in the town meetings and everything.
But for the first time in the school's history, a varsity boys lacrosse team took the field at Hamden Academy for practice this week.
We've been trying to make it a varsity sport. We got the idea my freshman year, 3 years ago, and it's great to have it finally be a sport, varsity sport.
It's just a great feeling, you know, able to grow the sport and introduce so many kids to it, and hopefully they'll fall in love with it like I did.
And 40 Broncos showed up to work.
Everyone's really excited to be here. That's why we have such good numbers compared to any program I've ever been on. And we're taking it one day at a time, and it's going in the right direction.
Great numbers. I mean, as you can see, look, we've got 40 guys here, so a lot of these guys have played for a lot of years, so it was definitely a need in the community.
A lot of other schools don't even have this turnout, so it's great to see that, as a first-year sport, this is like unheard of.
Now, there are some first-timers out there, but a lot of these guys have been putting in the work these past few seasons, either with the Broncos club team.
It was a great experience, got a lot of interest in the program, and, it was great.
Or over in Bangor, where some of them helped the Rams win their first playoff game in history just a year ago.
Now they're bringing that experience and what it takes to get back to that. So these guys are pushing the rest of the team.
Just some veteran experience with this being a JV team the last couple of years. We can share our experiences to all the 40 guys. I think we'll be on the right page.
I've grown up with a lot of those buddies, but it's going to be good to play them this year and show them what we're made of as Hamden students.
But all 40 Broncos are setting out to do one thing this season, and that's show the state of Maine what Hamden lacrosse is all about.
My biggest goal for our team is we can earn some respect. I think a lot of people, all the teams we're playing, just look down on us. I think we're a first-year team, just a JV team last year. Get some wins and earn some respect.
These guys are focused right from the get-go. There was no fooling around. They knew that, they want to prove themselves and prove that they belong as a varsity program in the area.
All right, looking forward to watching them this year. Now let's get to some baseball. It's opening day around the MLB on Thursday. I think it should be a holiday, personally. Sox starting off their 2023 campaign at home against the O's. Rafi Devers, the multi-million-dollar man, making his way onto Fenway Park for the first time this year. Top four score tied, not for long. Ramon Urias jumps all over Corey Kluber's fastball here. That one goes over the monster for the 2-run jam. To the fifth, Kluber out, Ryan Brazier in. Adley Rutschman gets a hold of this one, slaps it the other way. That's going to bring in 2 Orioles. It is now 8-2. Here come the Sox, though. Bottom 8, Christian Arroyo ropes this one. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder. That is a 2-run double late in the game. It is now 10-7. 10-8 now in the 9th. Masa Yoshida. Looks like a game-ending double play, right? But the throw is errant. That's going to score Alex Verdugo, and that brings up Adam Duvall as the winning run at the dish, but he swings right through the 0-2 pitch. Sox fight but fall in Game 1. 10-9 is the final. Still have 161 to go, though. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
Hey, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by C&K Variety. Stop by C&K Variety in Herman today for hand-tossed pizza, subs, salads, and more. C&K Variety, your local go-to convenience store. And let's talk about this because opening day today, a little bit of snow last night, and now temperatures in the 30s out there today. Didn't quite feel like the end of March, but oh well. Going forward, warmer temperatures are on the way, and also on the way is some rain and snow. Now, mostly rain with this next system coming in late tomorrow night and throughout the day on Saturday. Not much going on yet, though. So over here to the west of us, this is our day tomorrow. It's going to be a pretty nice Friday around here, but behind that, there's more. And here it is here across the west. There's a lot going on here. Severe weather outbreak with it, likely bringing us a rain-snow mix late tomorrow night, and then changing over to all rain throughout the day on Saturday as temperatures surge up into the 50s on Saturday. So system one's out of here. See you later. Behind it, a pretty nice day for us us tomorrow, like I said. But then increasing clouds by late afternoon will give us a chance for a rain-snow mix across the area. Tomorrow evening, here's 8 o'clock or so. A little bit of light snow, a little bit of light rain, a wintry mix in the middle. Nothing heavy with that, but that quickly gets over here and out of here. Change over to all rain showers on Saturday. And this rain shower activity could be heavy on Saturday as it works through the area and continues into Saturday night into Sunday. So overall, a pretty wet weekend is on the way, although we could salvage part of Sunday afternoon as things clear out of here Sunday into Monday as well. Okay, so lots of rain showers and snow showers to get through, but overall it's going to be kind of a wet weekend around here with that precipitation on the way into parts of Sunday. So if it stays all rainfall, it looks something like this. A widespread kind of half-inch of rainfall, maybe an inch if you're lucky. But behind that, there's going to be a little bit of snow in here as well. Not a lot of snow, just a little, but some places could see maybe a half-inch or an inch of snow with this system later on tomorrow night and then early parts of Saturday morning before it goes over to all rain showers throughout the day on Saturday. And our snowpack, our snowpack, of course, down to 0 here in Bangor in most locations, but just to our north and west, of course, lots of snow on the ground. We're going to do some more melting here with temperatures near 50 on Saturday and also rain showers in the area. We're going to melt this snowpack pretty quickly up there. Okay, so temperatures today, 38 here in Bangor, 31 Millinocket. That's not normal, right? High temperatures normally mid-40s. We didn't do that today. We're going to get closer, though, tomorrow with warmer temperatures on the way. Our forecast, though, tonight, though, is lots of clear skies out there. Low temperatures down near 20 with a west wind around 10 for tomorrow. Here we go. Increasing clouds, high temperatures near 45 tomorrow. Any rain or snow should hold off until around sunset tomorrow evening with a west wind around 5. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows, we're going to get wet Saturday, a rain-snow mix, mostly rain. Nice day for us on Sunday, and maybe some more weather gets in here next week, but overall temperatures climbing into the 50s on Tuesday. Beth and Peter?
Alrighty.
Yeah, looking forward to that warm-up next week.
Indeed. All right, well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Tonight's Doc Report is brought to you by Maine Valve, with more than 30 years of experience across the state of Maine, providing top-quality real estate services.
This is Eargo. They automatically enhance your hearing wherever you are.
Ours comes with buttons on the back, so you can fiddle around to your heart's content.
Like the 80s all over again.
Cool, right?
For a limited time, get $300 off our latest device.
I really enjoy helping people and watching them grow. I joined Sweetser over 10 years ago as an independent affiliate and have helped countless clients reach their goals. Sweetser provides me an opportunity to help my clients without all the headaches like billing and referrals, things related to actually running a private practice. They take the administrative stress away so I can carry out my true passion. If you are a licensed social worker or therapist, Sweetser's affiliate network is for you.
Sharing a little joy starts with arriving in good spirits. The energizing Mazda CX-5, beautifully designed signature interior. The confidence of available iActive all-wheel drive. Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
We spend years training so you have power at the flip of a switch. If we mess up, streetlights don't work, schools close, and businesses shut down. Why would we ever put politicians in charge of all this? Pine Tree Power is a government takeover of our power grid, and it costs $13.5 billion. One way or another, Mainers are going to pay for it. It could mean higher taxes or cutting services we rely on. Pine Tree Power's government takeover is a risk us Mainers can't afford.
Ashley's anniversary mattress sale is going on now. Celebrate decades of restful nights with 0% interest for 5 years. Bring home a Tempur-Pedic or Stearns & Foster mattress starting at $34 per month. Or a Purple Hybrid mattress from $35 per month. Only at Ashley.
However you spend your day, spend it in style. At Label Shopper, you'll find designer brands for 30 to 70% less than department stores. With prices this low, you can grab all your favorite styles.
Label Shopper, great clothes, great prices.
Tonight, the new severe weather threat sweeping across the country. More tornadoes possible for the same areas still reeling from the last deadly tornado outbreak. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally tonight, public libraries are lending so much more than just books these days. The Carver Memorial Library in Searsport is lending out backpacks for all ages with various themes like Maine, birding, or math. These backpacks are filled with books, DVDs, and games. Library members can loan out the bags for a month at a time. The library even has a seed lending library within the building for those wishing to start a small garden of their own.
We lend all kinds of things, like you mentioned, the backpacks. We've also got musical instruments. We've also got craft kits. We've been doing a lot of take and make type crafts. So we have them for the younger ages, but we also have DIY kits for adults, and we have a spice club.
The Carver Memorial Library is open Monday through Saturday, and so cool to hear about all the things that they're offering for people to lend. Spice pack and seed packets too is really, really cool.
Well, you always kind of think of libraries as sources of enrichment for the community,
right?
But people only think about books, and I love to see that libraries are taking on that role in a multi-dimensional respect.
Absolutely.
And really lending all kinds of enrichment to the community. It's great to see, and probably very much needed in many communities.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. All right, good night, everyone.
Good night.